Hello dear students, today we will read the chapter number 3 in the syllabus of class 11th, Discovering Tut. The saga continues. First of all, we will discuss about the title of the chapter. This chapter, Discovering Tut, is about a king named Tutankhaten, and he is widely known with the name of King Tut. The chapter has the title Discovering Tut. The saga continues, because still the story of his discovery, the story about the behind the secret facts regarding him is still continued. That's why the saga, उसकी जो गाथा है, उसकी जो story है, वो अभी भी जारी है. Many times his tomb is discovered. Many times he has gone through many scans, but still the mystery behind his death is that still remains. So the chapter is written by A.R. William. The chapter is about King Tut, whose mummy was CT scanned, and this king was a king in Egypt, because in ancient Egypt there was you can say there was a custom that bodies of kings were mummified. ममीफाइड करने का मतलब होता है एक तरीके के उस एक घोल में, एक रिसिन में उनको रखा जाता था. And it was believed by the people of ancient Egypt that they could use their riches after their death. That's why King Tut was also laden with gold, as he was a powerful king. So his real name was Tutankhaten, in which Aten name is included. His parents named him Tutankhaten, which had the name of Aten. Aten was a major god at that time. But Tutankhaten, he wanted to re-establish the old ways, the ancient ways. That's why he changed his name from Tutankhaten to Tutankhamun, to make the people believe that he wanted to re-establish the old ways, and he wanted to worship god Amun, who was also a major god before Aten. This king died at teenage, and it is believed that he died before 3300 years. Now he is discovered, he is CT scanned. That's why his death and his life became a mystery before the people. So King Tut was CT scanned on January 5, 2005. CT scan is called computed tomography, in which a scan from head to toe is done. First of all, King Tut's tomb was discovered by Howard Carter. Howard Carter was a British archaeologist who discovered King Tut's tomb in 1922. Later, in 1968 again, he was discovered and he was scanned by an anatomy professor. Then on 5th January 2005, he was CT scanned. CT scanned means computed tomography. It is a scan which is done from head to toe. The chapter has the description of archaeology. As to know about King Tut is included in archaeology. So archaeology is called the study of ancient things. So King Tut's tomb was also discovered. The things which were laden with him were also discovered. So archaeology is the study of ancient things. The chapter has the background of King Tut's forefathers also. The description of Amenhotep III is given. Amenhotep was the father or grandfather of King Tut. King Tut's full name is Tutankhaten, but he changed his name from Tutankhaten to Tutankhamun. So after Amenhotep III, Amenhotep IV, he just took the throne. But at the time of his ruling, that time was called the strangest period because he did some changes. The chapter has the points regarding that. After Amenhotep IV, a mysterious ruler named Samin Khakre ruled, but he ruled for a brief time. Then Tutankhaten, a very young ruler Tutankhaten, who changed his name from Tutankhaten to Tutankhamun, he took the throne. And Tutankhamun is widely known by the world with the name of King Tut. And King Tut's mummy became the world's most famous mummy. Why? Because it was the first mummy which was CT scan. As it was the first, that's why it became the most famous. Got it? The chapter is about the king Tutankhamun, who is widely known with the name of King Tut. He died at teenage. It is believed that he died 3,300 years ago. Still the discovery, still the secrets behind his death and life remain. That's why the saga continues. Firstly, he was discovered by a British archaeologist in 1922. Then in 1968, an anatomy professor scanned him, and he also provided some you can say some startling facts about him. The story has given some points regarding archaeology also and CT scan also. The story has the chapter has the description of King Tut's forefathers also, and later how the CT scan process was done, etc. Okay students, I hope you have understood the background of the chapter of this description. Now we will proceed with the book. Let me fix the camera. So this is the chapter number 3 in your syllabus, students. It is about King Tut. The chapter is named Discovering Tut. The saga continues. सागा जो होती है वो स्टोरी होती है, कहानी, गाथा, by A.R. Williams. This is the picture, supposed picture of King Tut. Now we will proceed with the chapter. He was just a teenager when he died, the last heir of a powerful family that had ruled Egypt and its empire for centuries. So he means King Tut here. King Tut was just a teenager when he died. So at teenage he died. So when he died he was just a teenager. The last heir of a powerful family, and his family was very powerful, which ruled Egypt. So he was the last heir. अपने फैमिली का, अपने खानदान का अंतिम उत्तराधिकारी था वो. That had ruled Egypt, जिसने की रूल किया इजिप्ट पर, and its empire for centuries. So his family ruled for centuries. That's why it was very powerful. He was laid to rest laden with gold. As King Tut belonged to a powerful family, he was also a powerful ruler. That's why he was laid to rest. He was buried with gold and eventually forgotten, because after that people forgot about him. Since the discovery of his tomb in 1922, the modern world has speculated about what happened to him. So after that he was discovered in 1922. I earlier told when I explained the background of the chapter that he was discovered by a British archaeologist named Howard Carter in 1922. The modern world has speculated about what happened to him. So people speculated about him. People of modern world speculated. They made guesses about him, that what happened to this king? Why did he die at teenage? Even he belonged to a very powerful family, then how could he die? With murder being the most extreme possibility. So people thought he might be murdered. So it was the extreme possibility that he was murdered, because he was young, so he could not die due to any disease at that time. So he might be murdered. It was a possibility by the modern world. Now leaving his tomb for the first time in almost 80 years. So first he was discovered in 1922. After that, or after almost 80 years. So after almost 80 years around 2002. But he was discovered again, and he was CT scanned in 2005. That's why almost is given. Tut has undergone a CT scan. So after his first discovery, now at present, King Tut in 2005 actually, Tut has undergone a CT scan. So he had undergone a CT scan. CT scan is called computed tomography, which is a scan from head to toe. You have heard about it many times. That offers new clues about his life and death. And this CT scan offers new clues about the king, about his life and death, that how did he die and what sort of life he was living at that time, etc. And provides precise data for any accurate forensic reconstruction. So this data, which is gained by CT scan, this CT scan provides precise data, enough data for accurate forensic. That means forensic means scientific reconstruction of the boyish फर्रा. तो वैज्ञानिक जो एक तरीके के वैज्ञानिक आंकड़े जो इस सीटी स्कैन से प्राप्त हुए, वो काफ़ी प्रिसाइज, काफ़ी एक तरीके से परफेक्ट, एक तरीके का क्लियर डेटा है ऑफ द बॉयिश फर्रा. Boyish means as he was a teenage when he died. Farah. In ancient time, the Egyptian kings were called Farah. So that's why this boy king is called Farah. Farah means king. Earlier, the kings of Egypt were called Farah. So this boyish Farah, this boyish king, this young king was CT scanned, and that CT scan provided precise data about his life and about his death. That what sort of person he was, how was he, how did he rule, and how did he die. Even it is not confirmed yet, but many discoveries and many researches have been done about him. So these are just the, you can say, speculations, अंदाजे हैं ये सब. Now the writer describes what happened when he was CT scanned, what happened on that night, on that evening. An angry wind stirred up ghostly dust devils as King Tut was taken from his resting place in the ancient Egyptian cemetery known as the Valley of Kings. On that day, it was the evening time when, and from the beginning, since the morning, an angry wind stirred up, ghostly. Angry wind, when the wind becomes angry, that means prachanda hawa, bahut tez hawa, stirred up. Stir means move. Ghostly dust devils. Ghostly dust devils is called a sort of tornado. So the tornado, which was, you can say, which seems in a form of ghost, that was moved by the angry wind. That means there was a storm of dust. As King Tut was taken from his resting place, so it happened when King Tut was taken out from his resting place. So his resting place was his tomb, because he was resting there. In the ancient Egyptian cemetery known as the Valley of Kings. So this was the ancient Egyptian cemetery where kings were buried, जो कब्रिस्तान जो होता है, और जिसको किस नाम से जाना जाता है उस जगह को जहाँ पर किंग टट का रेस्टिंग प्लेस है, वैली ऑफ द किंग्स. There was a storm of dust, and this storm of dust was moved by an angry wind. तो तूफान आया हुआ था वहाँ धूल भरा, जिस दिन किंग टट को उसके रेस्टिंग प्लेस से निकाला गया. Dark bellied clouds had scudded across the desert sky. Dark bellied cloud, that means dark clouds, had scudded across, फैल गए थे. They were scattered the desert sky. So King Tut's resting place is in desert area. This Valley of Kings, it is located in desert. So in that desert, because the sky, it was the area of desert, so there was the desert sky, and this desert sky was filled with it was full of dark bellied clouds जो कि छाए हुए थे वहां पर. And now were revealing the stars in cascade gray. Cascade means box, gray भूरा होता है इंग्लिश में. So the sky was full of dark clouds, and those dark clouds were veiling, they were covering the stars in cascade gray. Cascade gray is called sky, and the sky was brown at that time. It was gray, भूरा था ये. It was a sort of box which was of gray color, where the stars were veiled, the stars were covered by the dark bellied clouds. तो इतने काले बादल छाए हुए थे कि उन काले बादलों ने क्या किया, उस आसमान को, जो डेजर्ट जो स्काई था, उसको ढक दिया था, और वो ऐसा लग रहा था जैसे कोई भूरे रंग की टोकरी हो. It was 6 p.m. on 5th January 2005. So it was the date was 5 January 2005, and the time was 6 p.m. when King Tut was taken out from his tomb. Got it? The world's most famous mummy is called the dead body of King Tut, which was mummified by the ancient Egyptians, the people of Egypt, because they believed that the people, the kings, they could use their riches, their money after life. It was their belief. So the world's most famous mummy glided head first into a CT scanner. World's most famous mummy, because it was the first mummy which was to be scanned. That's why King Tut's mummy became the most famous mummy. Glided head first into a, so it went smoothly first into a CT scanner. So the CT scanner had King Tut's mummy, and this mummy was brought here to probe the lingering medical mysteries of this little understood young ruler who died more than 3,300 years ago. So King Tut's mummy was set up in that CT scanner, and that CT scanner was brought there to probe, to search the lingering means aimless, which are not confirmed, medical mysteries of this little young ruler. That CT scanner was brought there so that it could be searched, which were not confirmed, those medical mysteries of that young understood ruler, उस समझदार और उस यंग रूलर के बारे में, who died more than 3,300 years ago, जो कि कब मर गया था 3300 साल पहले, उसके जीवन के बारे में। और वो फैक्ट्स जो क्लियर नहीं है, वो मेडिकल मिस्ट्रीज जो उसके बारे में क्लियर नहीं है, उन सबको जानने के लिए जो सिटी स्कैनर लाया गया था, उसमें किंग टट के सिर को रखा गया। दैट मीन्स हिज बॉडी वॉज सेट अप देयर। All afternoon, the usual line of tourists from around the world had descended into the cramped rock-cut tombs some 26 feet underground to pay their respects. All afternoon, the usual line of tourists. That day, on that day, 5 January 2005, on the same day, because it was a complete process, so many tourists from different places, many visitors, many radiologists, many scientists, they came there to do that process, because it was a big event when King Tut was scanned. All afternoon, the usual line of tourists from around the world had descended. So all afternoon, the usual line, the normal line of tourists who came from around the world, they descended into the cramped, which is hidden, secret, rock cut tomb, the tomb which was made by cutting a rock, some 26 feet underground. It was in basement, to pay their respects. So tourists जो कि अलग अलग विश्व के अलग अलग हिस्सों से वहाँ आए थे, वो एक नॉर्मल लाइन में उतरे। कहाँ? उस सीक्रेट रॉक को काट के बने हुए, यानी कि चट्टान को काट कर बनाए गए उस टॉम में, जो कि 26 फीट अंडरग्राउंड थी। और ये लोग क्यों आए थे? एज दे वांटेड टू पे देयर रेस्पेक्ट्स टू दैट किंग, बिकॉज द किंग वॉज टू बी स्कैन्ड ऑन दैट डे, हिज मम्मी वॉज टू बी स्कैन्ड ऑन दैट डे। द स्पेलिंग शुड बी MUMMY, not MOMMY. Mummy. Earlier, in ancient Egypt, the dead bodies of kings were mummified. उनको एक लिक्विड में, घोल में रखा जाता था, as it was believed that they had life after their death. So now we are talking about the tourists who came there. They gazed at the murals on the walls of the burial chamber and peered at King Tut's gilded face. They gazed. They were just looking at the murals. Murals are the pictures which are made on walls, you can say. एक तरीके की चित्रकारी, painting on the walls of the burial chamber, that chamber where King Tut was buried, that tomb. So they were just looking at those murals, those pictures, those paintings which were made on the walls of that chamber, of that room where King Tut was buried, and peered at King Tut's gilded face, gilded, which is covered with gold and silver. So King Tut's gilded face, because he was a very young ruler who belonged to a powerful family, and that's why he was so rich, and that's why he was laden to rest with very much gold. So his face was laden with gold. So people peered at him. लोगों ने उसकी तरफ झांका, उसके उस चेहरे की तरफ जो कि सोने से लदा हुआ था। You have earlier read a poem, not marble, not the gilded monuments. The most striking feature of his mummy-shaped outer coffin lid. King Tut's coffin was also of mummy-shaped. It had the shape of mummy. It had the shape of that dead body. It was the very striking feature, attract करने वाला feature था ये उसका और उसका चेहरा। Some visitors read from guidebooks in a whisper. So some of them, they were reading from their guidebooks and they were whispering. धीरे धीरे बोल रहे थे, कानाफूसी कर रहे थे. Others stood silently. Others visitors were standing there silently, perhaps pondering Tut's untimely death in his late teens. Pondering means thinking deeply. Perhaps they were thinking about King Tut's untimely death, that he died at an early age. It was not the time of his death, so they were thinking about it in his late teens, and he died at teenage in his late teens, maybe in 1819. Or wondering with a shiver if the Faraz curse, death or misfortune falling upon those who disturb him was really true. Perhaps they were wondering with a shiver, with a trembling, if the Faraz curse, if the king's curse, that was death or misfortune, would fall upon those who would disturb him was really true. तो शायद कुछ ऐसे भी उनमें से ये सोच रहे होंगे वो शायद कि, और जब ये सोच रहे होंगे तो वो कांप रहे होंगे अपने मन में कि कहीं उस राजा का जो श्राप है, as it was believed by the ancient people of Egypt, by the people of ancient Egypt, that death or misfortune would fall, कि कहीं ऐसा तो नहीं होगा जो उस राजा की रेस्ट को, उसके नींद को डिस्टर्ब करेगा, उनकी डेथ हो जाएगी या उनके साथ कुछ बुरा होगा. क्या ये कर्स, क्या ये श्राप सच तो नहीं हो जाएगा? शायद कुछ विजिटर्स ऐसा भी सोच रहे हों. ऐसा वहाँ के लोग सोचते थे पहले. सो visitors was also discussing about it. They might be discussing. It is not confirmed, but were they discussing? But they might be discussing about it. Okay, students, we will continue the chapter in next video. Thank you so much.